Open your eyes now. Try not to talk. The larynx is dry. Just a little bit, not too much. Why don't you let me do the talking? My name is Dr. Rue Wakeman. You are in a special ward of my institute. I've been performing some radical new experiments, of which you are the star participant. You, to me and my staff, are known as Subject 3. Today could be called your birthday, first day of your life. But unlike other children, you were born with certain higher functions and language references already in place. You have no memory, no experience, and no past to draw upon, but you can speak and rationalize. You follow? Good. See. Say ah. There's a very popular story written a long time ago by a woman named Mary Shelley. It's called Frankenstein. It's a story about a man created from inanimate tissue. A man created outside the womb. This has been a dream of men like me for centuries. You, Subject 3, are that dream. You were put together like an exquisitely complex jigsaw puzzle whose pieces were the veins and organs of some 88 different people, all who left their bodies to science. So to answer your question, 3, you are those good people. It may seem impossible now, but you will walk. In fact, as soon as you come out of rehab, your strength should well exceed that of a normal man.
How soon will that be?
It could take months, maybe even years, it all depends. Good, good, not bad at all. You'll be functional in no time. All right. Without falling, would have never learned to walk in the first place. That's where we are. The first place. $500 kilos. Jesus. Do we have any more weights?
Even if we did, we couldn't stack them on.
I'm going to show you some cards. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Chaos. Entrapment. Fear. Death.
Death. That's fine.
How am I doing?
Fine. Let's continue.
Flying.
Flying.
Freedom. Release.
Physics. Chemistry. Math. These books provide you with a cross-section of the combined knowledge of mankind. Read them, see what you think.
Doctor.
Yes, 3.
Your assistant, Steve, made reference to a word I don't know the meaning of.
What word was that?
When I was working out, doing the weightlifting exercise, he said, Jesus. I have no reference to this word. Is it scatological?
No, it's Name of a fictional character from a book of stories. Eventually, you'll reach a stage where you'll be clear to read it.
Why can't I read it now?
Right now, we're concentrating on logic and intelligence. It's a book of fiction, made up of allegory and myth. These books are more important to read. They're based on facts. Facts are the only truth we have. Why don't you tell me about your informational recall? Tell me what it feels like.
What does it feel like for you?
It doesn't matter what it feels like to me.
Doesn't it?
No, my recollection is based on my experience. Your database, as you might call it, is a retrieval service that feeds you relevant information as you need it and not before.
So I am a computer.
Only in the respect that all people are. A computer with artificial intelligence may seem as though it has choice, but that's just an illusion. Without choice, you can be alive, but you wouldn't be living. The answers and the secrets to the universe are buried in sleep.
What will it feel like?
Liberating. Like flying. Like freedom.
What in Sam Hill's going on here?
I am sick of being watched by that eye. I need my privacy.
The observation eye is for your own protection. If we can't see you, we can't protect you.
Don't patronize me, Wakeman. I am quite capable of protecting myself.
I am going to sedate you. And later, you'll thank me for it.
Let's go, Captain Bandage.
Yeah, time for a nap, kid.
Come on, boys. Grab him! Knock him out! Hit it! Step away!
This just leaves the two of us.
You're quite a fighter, 3.
I do seem to have a knack for fisticuffs.
It's the understatement of the century.
If you run for the door, I'll catch you.
So, where do we go from here?
I will make my demands, and if you do not meet them, I will crush your skull. Like an egg.
I will capitulate your demands if you satisfy my one wish.
I am not unreasonable.
Do not leave this ward right now. Premature exposure to outside influences will damage you. Beyond that, anything is possible.
First, I demand to choose a name for myself.
Okay?
Second, there will be no more Observation I.
That's a big one. But granted.
I want access to all fiction books.
If you only know of 2, Frankenstein and the Bible.
I'd like them both. Lastly, I want a mirror.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Before we begin, let me give you a present. It's the book you requested. Open it. The Holy Bible.
Thank you. What about Frankenstein?
I couldn't find a copy. We'll find something else for you. Shall we proceed? You're fantastic. You're the most wonderful creation of all time. You're an improvement on nature.
I want to look like the others. I want to look normal.
Normal. You have classified normal on the basis of the only 3 men you know. 3 quite ordinary, quite drab men. But you are sublime. You are all men. You are all women. No single source. No single race. You comprise humanity. And one day you will stand tall for that humanity, which makes up the very fiber of your being.
Where are my sexual organs?
You have none.
Then what sex am I?
You are androgynous. You have no carnal inequity. Without sexual necessity, your thoughts can be more pure.
Why is purity equated to a void when related to sex? And then to a spectrum when in relation to my flesh color?
It was important to us not to give you a sexual identity. We believed you would find that yourself.
But I cannot reproduce.
Many cannot.
Do you love Mommy?
Of course I love Mommy. Matter of fact, look what I got her for our 10-year anniversary. She thinks I forgot.
Wow, that's nice.
That? It's a diamond.
Wow.
You know what?
What?
One time that was just black coal. And over millions of years it was compressed with a lot of heat. And that's what it became today.
Wow.
It's the hardest natural substance known to man. That'll even cut glass. Nice, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, hold on! It was horrible. I felt like a changed person, scrambled inside. It was very vivid to me, but now I can't remember it. The only thing I can recall is the emotion that I felt.
What you are describing is very normal. It's a nightmare.
I don't like it much.
You grow out of it.
By the way, Steve-O, I'm sorry about your nose.
Not a problem.
I don't know what got into me.
Not a problem. Very nice. Apologize.
I've made a decision.
Oh?
I've decided that I'm a man.
Really? Why?
My strength, for one. Just don't have the physiology to be a woman.
44 of the bodies we used were females, so physiologically you could be a woman. A muscular woman.
I am too violent, I believe, to be a woman. I have hostile tendencies that I cannot explain.
Interesting.
From what I've read, a woman wouldn't have the same emotional makeup as I do. Therefore, I'm a man. A man without sex organs. I have also chosen a name for myself.
This is quite a day of decisions for you. What name did you come upon?
Lazarus.
I wonder if that makes me Jesus.
Not unless you were to die for my sins.
You ready for bed?
What's that?
State of the art. It's a psionic resonance projector. It's the only one in the world. We developed it. It's still in beta testing.
That sounds very scary. What does it do?
It records brain activity.
How does it do that?
Ooh, it's complicated.
Try me.
Direct feed.
What's this?
When we put you together, we implanted certain leads throughout your head so that in case of an emergency, let's say you would go into a coma or some such nonsense, we could plug in and see if you had brain activity or not. This might be the time where this machine may be able to pay for itself.
Will this hurt?
No, you'll never know it's there. We never anticipated you'd have to sleep to this.
What does all this mean?
Most of it is hogwash. The brain spends more time filtering information than it does processing it. Right now, there's just too much data for us to decipher. Once you lapse into the unconscious, the level of data will decrease to just a few bands. Those will be stored on this optical crystal.
When I dream, it will come out as pictures.
No. No pictures. Just different levels of bandwidths. By analyzing this information, we'll get an idea of how you are dreaming. I want you to lie down and start counting sheep.
That was an expensive device.
There were people in my head. I remembered things I've never seen and things I've never done before.
Dreams are symbolic representations of how one feels inside.
Enough of your talk! You just say things that go around and around in circles. All you're trying to do is confuse me. This was a memory.
Your mind is creating imagery based on these fiction books you've been reading.
No! You fool! It was residue thought! I have thoughts inside my head that are not my own! I have emotion which does not belong to me! You've made a mistake. I have memories from other lives.
Oh.
Other lives! What are you thinking?
Nothing.
You're thinking I'm flawed, the way you always do.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. Get out. I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to work with you anymore. Just leave me alone.
Subject 3.
Lazarus.
We're going to have a change of pace around here. I brought someone I want you to meet. Dr. Elizabeth English, practicing psychiatrist. Dr. English may have a better understanding for your dreams and your emotion.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Oh, 3. When someone extends their hand, it is a common courtesy to respond in the same way.
I'm so sorry. I've never seen a woman before.
Well, you'll have plenty of chances now.
Yes, I have a couple of projects that I have neglected for far too long. We work on grants.
I think it would be a good idea if we got started right away. Don't you?
Yes.
Good. Because I've been very anxious to meet you, and what video we have on you doesn't do you justice.
It doesn't?
No. You see, I'm one of the many doctors who subcontracted on various parts of you. Yet up until now, it's been impossible to meet the finished product. You are my life's work. And I've been waiting for this moment since the day Dr. Wakeman's former partner, Dr. Texarian, drafted me from Berkeley.
Who is Dr. Texarian?
Dr. Texarian's discoveries made the construction of your brain possible. I'm going to be asking you a number of quite frank questions, and they may seem incredibly intimate, but I want you to feel comfortable enough with me to answer them truthfully.
Naturally. I'll probably have a number of questions of my own, and I'll expect the same.
Okay, well, I'm just going to jump right in then.
Yes, please do. Feet first.
Oh, a colloquialism. It's not listed here that the colloquialism of jumping in feet first is part of your neural database. Is this something that you heard from one of the therapists or perhaps Dr. Wakeman?
I don't know. No, it just came to me.
Really? Interesting. It's listed here that you chose the sexual identity of a man.
It seems as though everything is listed there.
It is. Why did you choose the sexual identity of a man?
I couldn't walk around being an androgen forever.
But you are an androgen.
In order to make others feel more comfortable, I thought it was best that I adopt a defined identity. Since I have the build of a man, it seemed a natural direction. Does my choice disappoint you?
No. You do look like a man.
Did you anticipate me to choose to be a woman?
Who's questioning who here?
I thought the agreement was we would question one another.
Yes, it was. To answer your question, you are half man, half woman. The intention was to create a balance. But we're getting into classified territory here, so why don't we just move on?
That's a very good idea. I certainly wouldn't want to roam into classified territory.
Your dreams.
Someday I'd like to walk through the open air and watch the clouds as they drift across the sky.
You will, but that's not what I meant.
You mean my nightmares?
Are they nightmares?
No, I do not dream. I do not have nightmares. But since I wake screaming, Dr. Wakeman likes to refer to a subconscious nocturnal activity, which he calls nightmares.
Okay, if they're not nightmares, how do you explain the screaming when you wake up?
There's a defect in the design of my brain.
A defect?
Yes. Residue thought.
From another life?
From the many lives of the many people who donated their bodies to science.
I don't understand.
Here is my theory. I don't dream. My mind shuts off when I sleep. There is a moment between the waking and the shutting off point where I am neither asleep nor awake. It is the crossover point. That is when I travel. I am susceptible to the scattered thoughts trapped within my cellular memory. You see, my flesh has memory.
I think I may have an answer. What you've been experiencing may be no different from what many amnesia victims encounter. The lack of experience or memory of experience triggers heightened emotion to fill the void. It can happen, especially with you. Just the fact that you know you were created by 88 different people may have some kind of cascading effect on your dreams. I sometimes dream I'm an elephant. Is that because I'm an elephant in another reality? Or is it because I saw an elephant at the zoo once as a child, and it made an impression on me?
Perhaps you are really an elephant.
You must trust me, Lazarus. There is a scientific explanation for this.
You think so?
I know so. Shall we continue?
Please.
It says here that you were cleared to read the Bible.
That is correct.
You chose it over any other book. Why?
It was the first work of fiction ever written to gain popular appeal. It was also the first work of fiction I received. Dr. Wakeman could not find Frankenstein.
It seems that Your theory of residual thoughts from the cellular memory of your donors coincides with the first reading of this book.
I was not aware of that. What bearing does this have on my condition?
Well, you wouldn't be the first person stirred into paranoia by this book.
Is that your theory?
It's Dr. Wakeman's theory.
If you believe it in your heart, then follow it. Otherwise, don't be so eager to concur with the opinions of others.
What did you say?
I said if you believe it in your heart, then follow it. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm sorry. I've just been having these dizzy spells lately.
Should we get Dr. Wakeman?
No, I'm sure that it'll pass. I'll be going in. I'll see you tomorrow.
Not bad. Still not gonna get me to dance, though.
I love you, Clay.
Is my lunch in my briefcase?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be late, I'll call you from the office.
I love you, too. Good morning.
Hello.
May I come in?
Yes.
How are we feeling today?
We are physically well.
That's not what I asked. I asked how you felt. How do you feel?
I am happy to see you.
Thank you. People don't usually tell me they're happy to see me.
People don't usually ask me how I feel.
Thanks. I have a surprise for you today.
Really?
Dr. Wakeman has approved my request to play you music. What's wrong?
I don't know.
There's nothing to it. Music is like poetry or fiction, only put to sound. I should probably have you listen to Ravel or something, but I think you may like this. It's one of my favorite pieces of music.
May I keep it?
Of course. But listen to the rest of it tonight, because there's only so much time I have to spend with you here today, before we're interrupted. So with your permission, surprise number 2. Ta-da!
You're giving me a fountain pen?
Dr. Wakeman is a brilliant man. But like all men, he can sometimes be a little myopic. He sometimes misses the big picture. And that's because his methods oftentimes lack latitude. They rely on simple facts, with no exploration into the fringe areas of physics. You see, I believe there is a point where physical ideas begin to have metaphysical explanations. Now, science is very wary of this, and with good reason. Because you see, no law is absolute. I would like to experiment with one of those unproven methods today. With your permission, of course.
And what method would that be?
Hypnosis.
No, I don't want to.
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, I trust you. You see, when I sleep, the thoughts come forward. My defenses are down. At least when I am awake, I can be prepared.
I can no more see into your dreams than you can see into mine, Lazarus. But if what you say is true, this is the only way to test it. Everything else would just be numbers and data. Trust in me. Concentrate on the tip of the pen. Focus on the tip of the pen as I move it back and forth. Isolate it. That's it. Now, relax your body and let any hostile energy flow out from the center of your forehead. That's the way. Now, close your eyes. Concentrate on the darkness. Let the darkness surround you. Before you is a sphere of violet energy. It is all that exists. Focus on that energy. Become that energy. You are the sphere. You are now asleep, Lazarus, and I ask that you rest your conscious mind. Set it aside so your unconscious may come forward. You will do so when I reach the count of 3. And when I ask you to awake, you will return to me and regain full consciousness, remembering nothing. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. 1, 2, and 3.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Lazarus?
There is no Lazarus. There is only us.
And who are you?
Don't you recognize us?
It can't be.
It is. We are all in here. But we are not in control.
Who is in control?
I am.
And who are you?
I am of the darkness. I am from beyond the curtain which holds me out. But I have found a way in. Soon I will be inside with you.
Inside with me?
Inside the well of light. Inside this strange place which I see through the eyes of this vessel. I have found a vessel which I can control. A vessel empty of the others.
Oh my God. Dr. Texarian, come forward. Speak to me now.
He will not speak with you. We will not allow it.
Lazarus, wake up. Lazarus! Lazarus. Lazarus. Lazarus.
Dr. English?
Oh, thank God you're okay.
What are we doing down here?
I hypnotized you, and I spoke with your unconscious mind.
I don't remember. What did I say?
You didn't say anything. It was someone else.
Someone else?
Yes.
Surprise!
I can't explain it right now. There's something going on very strange here. But trust me, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be back with answers.
What the devil is going on in here?
I hypnotized Lazarus, but we got nowhere.
Dr. English, I'll see you in my office.
I'd better be going now. We'll continue this later. Lazarus, this is for you. The last surprise of the day.
Thank you. I'll read it tonight. I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Subject 3, look at me.
This way, Dr. English.
Get your hands
You all right?
I am fine. It was not her fault.
We'll talk about this later.
This book. I've read this before.
Cassiopeia is circumpolar of the northern United States. Best way to find it is to extend the line from Mizar, the second star in the Great Bear, through Polaris.
There's so many stars. How do you remember them all?
It's not an exact science. Stars are born and then they die, constantly shifting and changing. In lifetime, you can learn the constellations, but like anything you learn, in another lifetime, all the information can be totally different. It's the beauty of science is that everything is temporary. The mind of the individual.
You're gonna be a father. And pregnant.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Alfred Jacobs. I'm taking over where Dr. English left off.
Where is Dr. English?
Dr. English has taken herself off the project.
I want to speak with Dr. Wakeman right now.
That's impossible. Dr. Wakeman is in the think tank. But until he comes down, you and I can get to know each other.
I am not talking to anyone about anything except Dr. English.
Let's not get excited. I want to formally introduce myself as one of the designers of your neural net. We're practically related.
That's far enough right there.
You get Dr. Wakeman right now, or I will skin you alive.
Dr. English took herself off the project.
I cannot stand it in here any longer. I want out. I want to see the outside.
Impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Well, then let's say it is improbable. If you leave this ward, it'll blow your mind. You'll go insane like that.
I will do it anyway.
In that case, you have to crush my skull like an egg.
Don't tempt me.
Do it. Go ahead. Do it if you're so inclined. But if you have patience, eventually you'll leave this ward. I won't allow you to destroy yourself.
I will not continue any further research without Dr. English.
Why?
Because something inside of me tells me not to.
Well, is that a rational, logical reason?
It's my reason.
Is it love you feel for the beautiful doctor?
Of course not.
Then what is it?
Trust.
Trust. Lazarus, let me talk to you, frankly, man to man. Dr. English had certain, let's call them prejudices concerning you. She couldn't seem to deal with it, so she took herself off the project.
What kind of prejudices?
The sight of you causes her distress. It gets in the way of her function as a psychiatrist. I will not let you come to harm from meetings of that sort. It was a careless mistake on my part. And I apologize.
Leave me.
I see. You need your privacy.
Damned heathen bastards. What kind of a people launches an attack on Christmas?
This is Private J. Martinez. His arms were lost in an explosion. Multiple third-degree burns across his frontal torso and face. He slips in and out of consciousness. He has 6 hours at the most. Forget this one. Lieutenant R. Bossler, he was caught in incendiary fire. Looks like he'd lost a leg here. I give him 1 day, maybe 2 with care.
So, which one's it gonna be, Doc? One of these Loomis wonders? Or the Friar?
This one will do.
Wrap him up. Let's move out.
This new and exciting material can be shaped to perform specialized functions. We would program the DNA at a genetic level to minimize the latitude for emotional and physical error. Dr. Texarian's Subject 3, on the other hand, will more than likely be plagued with continuing technical problems, such as brain tissue compatibility. In short, this will be a slight change of plan, but it'll be tougher and smarter and all around better.
Well, if you're gonna have brain problems, Doctor, we can't have some screwed up psycho running around out there. What we need, gentlemen, and this, is a focused killing machine that knows how to slaughter the enemy efficiently, and systematically. I think Dr. Wakeman's plan seems rather square on. Use the current subject for beta testing while moving forward with this new technology. Don't you agree, Dr. Texarian?
I think it should be noted, well, excuse me, Doctor, but I think it should be noted that since the Tehran accident and the Stanford Park incident, the United Nations has banned all research in this field, citing it as potentially dangerous to all mankind.
Dr. English, war is dangerous to all mankind.
Hear, hear.
If you think in your heart of hearts that this is the right thing to do, then by all means you should carry out Dr. Wakeman's plan. Otherwise, don't be too eager to concur with the opinions of others.
Dr. Wakeman, you just let me know how many billions this is going to cost the taxpayers. Gentlemen, miss, I'm late to see the man.
I'm sorry, access to sublevel 4 denied. I'm sorry, access to sublevel 4 denied.
Frank? That key doesn't seem to be working for sublevel 4.
Sorry, Dr. Tex, you're only clear down to sublevel 3.
Something very strange is going on. Dr. Wakeman has suspended my clearance to the Subject 4 lab. So I did some checking into the outfit's network node.
You did what? Shh. How did you do that?
When the system was designed, I had a backdoor built into it, but listen to me. They're no longer using our neural net designs. What they're creating is something totally unbalanced. A monster, an unthinking weapon of death. It's beyond the Stitch project. Beyond simply making the perfect soldier. The outfit could care less about that. I believe they're no longer satisfied with taking orders from the government. They want to take over. It's gotten too big. I can't control it any longer. I cannot allow them to continue with this work. Anything further, and who knows what Dr. Wakeman will do. He's insane, he's insane, he's insane. This is something totally unbalanced. A monster of death. Beyond the Stitch project. The outfit could care less. They want to take control. Listen to me. Simply making the perfect soldiers.
Texarian's equations are very complex, and we've never extracted this much inner matter before. Now listen, if I could get my hands on Texarian...
Curse it, fool! He burnt them. Just ballpark.
This man's gonna have skin like a Teflon pot.
We'll have a living, bulletproof vest.
Rue, let me ask you a question. What about subject 3?
Well, he's unbalanced, obviously beyond control. So why don't we get subject 4 up and running, and maybe we'll terminate the other projects later.
Dr. English. What about her?
Well, she's good, very pretty. Ultimately, that's up to the outfit, not my decision.
She should be teaching preschool in Florida.
Oh, stop.
Look, I'm hungry. Would you like to go get something to eat with me?
No. Thank you.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night, Al.
Another day, another 75 cents, friend.
Handprint identification confirmed.
You have a good one.
Good night, Dr. Jacobs.
Don't fall asleep on us, Frank.
Handprint identification confirmed.
It's that thing! It's loose! Please, I have a family. Lucky day.
Terminate the project, huh? What does that mean?
Stop the car.
It means kill that ugly monster while we can. Dr. Jacobs, I have no qualms about killing you, so don't lie to me. What is the outfit?
I don't know. Ow! Oh! It's a government agency. Covert. It's a very mean group. We receive our instructions through them.
Instructions?
And funding. Broke my nose, man.
Instructions from whom?
I don't know. It's a government agency. We report to a man named General Hardcastle.
What about Dr. English?
What about her? Oh, no!
Don't mess with me, Doctor. Did she resign her position?
No! Wakeman released her. She left quietly. She knew what was good for her. If you stick your nose in the outfits business, you will end up noseless. And do Elizabeth a favor. You forget her.
I can't.
But then she's as good as dead.
Now get out of the car.
What do you mean, get out?
Open the door and get out of the car. If you relax and go with it, you will break fewer bones. Now go.
There is a hell. There is a hell, and you will burn in infinity.
Sandy.
Sandy, it's me! Clay and Thorne!
Sandy, it's me.
Clay, I had the strangest dream. I had this dream you were in an accident.
It's okay. I have something to tell you, and then I'll leave, I promise. Your husband, Clay, and your son, Thorne, they love you, and they miss you, and they wish they could be with you, but they can't. All I can say is be strong. Don't forget that you are still alive. And every day that you live, we live in you. We love you so much, Sandy. We never told you enough.
Keep it frosty, Deputy Dog.
I don't even know what we're supposed to be looking for.
A man's a maimed vet just back from the Mexico oil wars. You know what he likes to do? He likes to stalk beautiful women and then run a razor blade right across their faces.
It's a sick world out there.
That's exactly why we gotta get him off the street. So do me a favor and stay alert.
You don't call me Eagle Eye for nothing, you know.
Hey, I'll Eagle Eye you. How about that? Let me tell you, by the name Rookie in the dictionary, there ought to be a picture of your face.
Lazarus.
I came in through the back. I used the key under the asparagus plant.
They told me you didn't want to see me.
I know.
How did you escape?
Dr. Texarian, he is inside of me. He's here. But it wasn't him that made me come here tonight. I came here because I love you. All of my lives have come back to me now. It's so clear. It's not the dreams that haunt me. It's me that haunts the dreams. Last 4th of July, I was, among other places, in a bunker off the Cozumel front, at a fireworks show in a park with my wife, Sandy, at a fireworks show in a park with my mother, Sandy, and I was with you. We watched the same fireworks in the same park from your window. We made love for the first time, and we conceived a child.
Frederick, I've missed you. I've tried to get along. I've tried to be strong, but I didn't know what had happened to you.
What happened to me is unimportant. What I didn't finish doing is what I realize I am here to do.
And what's that?
Dr. Texarian gave his life to try and stop Wakeman's experiments with creation. I must see that through. I have to make the world a safer place for you and for our child.
They'll destroy you.
Not before I abort Subject 4.
You're gonna destroy yourself. I won't let you destroy yourself. They'll just kill you.
Elizabeth, it's not for me to stay in this world. I don't belong. But I had to say goodbye.
How'd you get in here? Hey, stop! That's the X-nerve gas in that device! This room isn't sealed! Oh. We have a breach in chemical weapons! Chemical weapons, a breach!
There has been a containment breach in the chemical weapons laboratory. Please evacuate building immediately. There has been a containment breach in the chemical weapons laboratory. Please evacuate building immediately.
Lazarus! Wait! That's the Phoenix nerve gas. If that valve breaks, there's going to be 16 million dead people in our hands.
Lazarus, please don't.
Goodbye, Elizabeth. I love you.
Please evacuate building immediately. There has been a containment breach. No! Laboratory. Please evacuate building immediately. There has been a containment breach in the chemical weapons laboratory. Please evacuate building immediately. There has been a containment breach in the chemical weapons laboratory. Please evacuate building immediately. There has been a containment breach in the chemical weapons laboratory. Please evacuate building immediately. There has been a containment breach in the chemical weapons laboratory. Please evacuate building immediately.
Well. This is what I would refer to as a pleasant surprise.
General Hardcastle.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
We've met before.
Oh, have we now? When was that?
At one time, I had a wife who no longer knows me. At one time, I had a mother who misses my love. At one time, I fought proudly for my country. And at one time, I was the team head of this project.
That's far enough, right there. I could care less who you think you are. But aren't you supposed to be one of our boys? Huh? I mean, really, son, all this high profile running around is not good for any of us. It's not good for you, it's not good for me, and it's not good for our country.
This is VX nerve gas.
I know what it is! So what? Gonna drop it on the ground and kill us both? Is that it? Well, let me tell you something, son. That vial you got in your hand is property of the United States government. It's meant to be used on the Siams down in Mexico.
It's not meant to be used at all.
Why do you think we make it then? Hell, why do you think we made you so we could dick around with limb research? Guess again, freak boy. What this country needs is a good $500 soldier. A man to take America into a new age of enlightenment. That's our man, right there. Oh, he may be ugly now, but just wait till he's done. He'll be an ultimate warrior. Not just the perfect man, not just the perfect mercenary, but the perfect leader. An army of these men led not by some obsolete and useless bureaucracy that's driven our country into the ground, but by a brand new world order.
Led by you and Dr. Wakeman?
No, just by me. Dr. Wakeman is what we refer to in the government as retired. You see, this entire installation is automated by a billion-dollar computer that I paid him to build. Now, I thought about keeping that loony old kook around for a few laughs, but you know, at the end of the day, he just wasn't very funny.
You can't just make people disappear, General.
You do sound a lot like Texarian. But you know what you are? You're just an experiment in the grand scale of things, a small part of a much bigger project which makes you somewhat obsolete. Adios, amigo. I'll see you on the other side. Taking my gun could be construed as an act of treason, you little freak!
Auto-destruct sequence. Texarian 1 initiated. Please stand by.
Where am I? Oh.
I destroyed all the data on the mainframe. Erased all the network nodes.
Oh, what a big bummer, man. I was gonna run the big machine. Texarian, is that you? Wait a minute. Wait. What? Wait a minute. Hey, wait, this is the intermatter chamber. Hey, this is completely off limits. I am talking to you.
VX is the most powerful nerve gas on the planet. It can destroy any living organism. Subject 4, me, and you. With the data on the mainframe destroyed, we are all that remain of this project. Without us, there is nothing.
Whoa. Stop, let's talk.
Oh, God. God. Lazarus, what have you done?
So where were you? Pleasure in my eye, separated by passers